Know what I'm saying, baby? This just in. Word on the streets, man. YouTuber Trenches News was born and raised in Chicago on 39th Street in the Madden Park Projects. Now, Trenches News didn't really enter the streets until he got shot in his head while he was in college by a 12 or 13-year-old when he was in a convenience store. He just got his refund check from college. After that, he said, fuck it. He's gonna rob everybody, especially drug dealers, since his mom was addicted to crack cocaine. Later on, Trenches said he was told by somebody higher up in the neighborhood that he was not the intended target, but he almost died and he was bitter, so he said, fuck it, I'm robbing everybody. Most notably, man, he robbed a project building drug spot because they refused to pay his mother for the shift she worked, leaving her in withdrawal. He later robbed somebody for $50,000, man, with his sister in the car. The guy he robbed shot at them, and Trenches then pulled into a gas station to lose the shooter, at which point the shooter drove off, man, in a real way. Around 2006, Trenches was arrested by crooked Chicago Sergeant Ronald Watts, man. Trenches had robbed somebody from the Hobos gang, which was protected by Watts, and was told he can either give back the loot or go to jail. Trenches refused, so Watts framed his mom for 14 grams of heroin, man. She did the jail time, getting off drugs while she was doing her time in jail. Trenches News then had to go to war with not only the drug dealers he was robbing, but now the corrupt police sergeant who was protecting them, man. Trenches went to another police officer in the low end who told him he needs to go to somebody higher up, as Watts was the governor of the low end, man. After speaking with his college professor, he decided to go to the FBI, man. And to his surprise, the feds were already investigating Ronald Watts, man. Trenches then helped get this corrupt cop arrested and brought to justice, man, in a real way. Around 2008, due to the war with the Hobos gang, some of Trench's friends were killed. That is when Trenches started hanging on 63rd as well as Parkway Gardens, infamously known as O Block. Trenches was accepted on both sides, even though 63rd and O Block were rivals, because when his projects fell down, half went to 63rd and half went to O Block. Chief Keef and T-Roy used to cut school and hang at Trench's house. Little JoJo even previewed the infamous BDK track to Trenches, man. In response, Trenches told him to watch out because he's going to have a problem. Trenches was also an acquaintance of Tuka, who was the notoriously murdered 15-year-old, which sparked the ongoing gang war in Chicago since 2011 that is still going on today. Trenches also seen King Von in the cut, man, with a weapon right before K.I. was killed, and watched K.I. take her last breath, man. In 2015, Trenches was set up by a family member and a former girlfriend, and he was shot 9 times. This was retaliation for someone he robbed years earlier. After recovering, he beat up the female in a convenience store and pled guilty to 4 years in prison. Ever since then, Trenches has been on YouTube as the lead spokesperson for the war in Chiraq. Go on and like and subscribe, baby. Tap in and comment the world is millionaire riches in a real way.